G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the Maketoys / Maketoys Endgame, aka Dirge. And this guy is my first experience with Maketoys. I'm going to keep using that name because honestly it sounds better to me. I have got their Starscream pre-ordered, I have their Thrust and Ramjet pre-ordered. I've had this guy for a while now, but figured why not, let's do a review about him. So as you can see, he has Decepticon logo, so I'm bringing it in a little bit. Down quite enough. He does have Decepticon logos on him, obviously does not come with. They are of course aftermarkets. So there we are, he is fully armed up, as he should be, as a cone head. He does have some issues, and we will get to those when the time comes. The wheels do not roll, they're just solid plastic. But yeah, so very nice from the front and from the back. Try that again. You can open up the cockpit, but there's nothing in there. They're just empty space. There's no nose gimmick or anything. So there is that. So let's get down to size comparisons. Here he is with Windblade. Obviously he is way longer than she is. Definitely a lot wider than she is. But surprisingly, just a smidgen taller than she is. Now we'll get down to the rest of the components, the accessories afterwards. Now he does come with instructions, but he does not come with card, or at least I don't recall because I couldn't see one in a box. So let's get down to it. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these guns off, like so, because they are not necessary. I should just back in a sec. Okay, so I'll put the wing back on. It hasn't broken or anything. It does come off, but I won't lie, I have been tempted to glue that back on, to actually glue it in place. So you're going to fold these wheels down. They're a little bit stiff. Try to get plenty of this in view. Try to anyway. Fold that down. Alright, so we'll start roughly with the back and go up. So you're going to fold the wing down, fold the wing up, and slide, we'll lift this up first. Slide this down to unlatch. We then want to untab here, and we're going to sort of push plastic past plastic, fold that up, and that's going to tab into the back here. Or it should come up. It's a joint. There we go. And then we can fold this up, and we'll just fold that up like that for the moment. And I'll be right back. Now something else did happen, but I will get to it in a moment. So I didn't fold that up. Alright, so what we're going to do is we'll just flip this little piece up here. We're going to flip these up and just sort of angle them up. We can then rotate the thrusters. Which way is it? I think I might need the actual things out of the way. So, yeah, I'm going to have to spread them first. Alright, so this is separated anyway. You're going to basically combine towards the leg out. And what will happen is there's a couple of tabs in here which will just lock the knee in place a little bit. We can then fold this out now that it wants to come out. And that will just create your heel spur. This can fold up, this little piece, and then this will come down, and there's a tab here, and this tab. So just angle it, tap the top in place first, tap the bottom bit in place, if everything lines up properly. Try that again. There we go. And we have a leg almost done. Then we can come around here. Whoop, he wants to apparently bend his knee. And then you just bring the foot out, and this is a little bit stiff, until it's just sort of sitting there so it's even with your foot. And we'll be back in a second. There we go, we have the legs all done. And now one of the pieces that annoys me a little bit, if I can get the camera back in focus, is these pieces. Now what you're supposed to do is untab them from the hands. And this one's already, oh no, it hasn't really done it. And this will slide down on the pelvis. These have a tendency to pop off when you get the legs up. So if they pop off, you just sort of got to push them back on. They're only on mushroom pegs, so you're pretty right there. So what we'll do is we're just going to lift this up so it gives us a bit more stretch, and we can do some work on the arms. So you're going to flip out this piece, you're going to flip out the arm sideways and slide it up. And then what we're going to do is bring it down here, which is the side skirt. This will come out under here. We'll probably have to lift this arm up a bit, which will fill out the side. This will come down, and while you're at it, you want to flip it back on itself. And you may need to move the skirt down a little bit further, and that fills out one other side, and then we can fold that back up again. So, back in a second. Okay, so what we can do then now is we can fold these down, and you're going to fold using this piece to fold it all the way down, which is also basically your ab crunch, to bring that down. And it should be pretty flat. All right, now we'll do the nose cone. We'll finish the arms afterwards. Now the nose cone is where one of the other big issues comes with this figure. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull that underneath here. You're going to fold this down, sort of rotate this, and actually, yeah, we're going to need to rotate it a little bit. You're going to bring it down a bit, and this is where it can get fiddly, and I'm trying my best to keep this into view. What you want to do is you need to rotate from here, and it can be a little scary, and things are unfolding. Come on, you should be able to go a lot further than that. There we go. Like I said, it is very scary. So I've actually dislodged this part of the transformation while I'm at it. So if that helps, go right ahead. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to fold this down. We're going to pull this up and pull this back. Now, by pulling it back, you should free up the head. Now, that's the easiest time I've ever had. But as you can see, the head just pops straight off. So my suggestion to anyone doing this transformation, just take the head off. If you want to put this into jet mode, just because the idea is it's supposed to fold back, and it does fit in there, but then you've got to sort of wiggle things, providing you don't scratch the tip of the head. So, moving on, what we're going to do is come here and pull out the front here. This will accordion on itself, or it should. There we go. So it'll sort of compact up all here. Then this is going to fold down right in here, not just this hinge, but the whole thing. But we might need to finish this first. So that'll fold in there. And that should come up like that. And then that's going to go over the back, basically. So what will happen is you use the hinge in here to bring this down with great difficulty, and just keep folding up. And it feels like I've missed something here somewhere. Right. Oh, you want to flip those out, because that should fold down and that should go behind. So basically this is supposed to fit through here like this, and then that can just fold into there. This comes down and just sits over the top of the waist cockpit. Parts have untabbed on me. Back in a second. I've just got the wings back in place, so it should look like that. Now I do know the Starscream one has the option where you can pull this off to close this, but I've yet to find that feature anywhere. So it is what it is. So, oops. try that to see if it'll keep you standing up proper. Now, I will say that this canopy and this will not line up perfectly. You can probably fiddle with it to get it that way, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Because I think, yeah, that ab crunch is as far down as it's going to go. So we'll just finish off the last bits. We have the arms. You're going to fold down, push out the hands, and rotate the fists. And just do on this other side, no point. I keep going to turn those biceps, I don't know why. Now it's up to you if you want to have the wings here folded out, that is up to you. But there we go, we have Dirge all transformed in his robot mode. And he does look damn amazing, which is why Maketoys is basically my go-to now for Seekers. Like I said, I have Starscream pre-ordered whenever that happens. I've got Dirge and I've had Thrust and Ramjet pre-ordered, so there we go. Now if you want, you can of course take your bombs and you can plug them into the side, like so, to give him those if you prefer. Or you can take your null rays and you can unplug this and you can plug that onto there and give him that one instead. It is up to you. Also, just when it comes to the null rays, and honestly I have no use for it, but you can, this one just doesn't want to do it, the other one does it a lot easier, but this one doesn't do it. Basically you can fold these out, I just can't get it folds out here at this hinge and you can do what you want with it, but I have no use for it, so I guess if you wanted to, you can make these obviously longer. Also, obviously, more Decepticon logos, but yeah. As for other accessories, we do have a couple more. He does come with a collection of alternate faces, which you can just pop off the other one and voila. And he comes with filler wing parts for Starscream, which I don't know if I'll need these for my pre-order. But yeah, the Starscream was a little bit gappy in the wings, but yeah, so Antarctic Articulation. So the head can do a full 360. It can look up pretty far. It can look down pretty decent, though it looks more like he's looking into himself. His arms can do a full 360, although chances are it will get caught on those back wings. Try to keep it focused. Arms come up that far, even with the null rays in place. He does have bicep rotation, which I suppose you could just fold that out if you wanted a bit more room. He has double jointed elbows. He has wrist rotation. He has an individual index finger and typewriter fingers for the rest. Thumb does not move. He has, I think he has weight. Yeah, he does have weight swivel, but it's very limited. He does have an ab crunch if you can get it all out, and he can bend over and obviously bend back. You can lift up the side skirts, lift these up. His legs can go that far forward, although I swear he should be able to go a lot further. There we go, he can go up that far. His leg, you move the butt flap, can go back that far. It can go up that far. You can move this to get a bit more room. He has very limited hip rotation. He has double jointed knee, which is very difficult to pull off. And he has very big ankle tilt. So, final size comparison. Here he is with MP36 Megatron. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you will not hurt my feelings. If you like, leave me a comment, maybe even subscribe and ring the bell. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.